Hello, my name is German Georgiev, and I'm the show coordinator for the old-time Barnegat Bay Decoy and Gunning Show. It's been going on for 42 years now. It's sponsored by the Ocean County Department of Parks and Recreation. And this show, unlike a lot of other decoy shows of its type, attempts to represent all the different aspects of waterfowling. Not just decoy carving, but also hunting retrievers, target shooting, duck calling, boat building, art and photography contests. So behind me we have the tables where we have the decoy carving contests, and they have all different types of decoys from different regions of New Jersey and particularly Barnegat Bay. Cork decoys, wooden decoys, decoys of shorebird. And what we're attempting to do is to keep the tradition of the past as well as the present alive in the various arts and crafts related to waterfowling, and also the baymen's tradition, the people that once made their living from the bay. So we have a great number of volunteer judges who help us judge the decoys. They put the ducks in the water, so they have to behave just like a working decoy. They have to float correctly in the water. They have to right themselves right side up if they are thrown in and end up upside down, just like a real duck would be. And the object is to lure the real ducks within hunting range of the hunters.
Josh Blanchett. I'm out of the Havre de Grace area. I'm out of Forest Hill, Maryland, which is probably about 20-30 minutes north of the famed Susquehanna Flats.
What are you carving there?
Got a sleeper swan or a feeder or whatever I feel like in the mood of the orientation of the head pattern. Yeah, so I've been making decoys since 2009. Learned from a famed carver by the name of Captain Harry Jobs, who's a very well-known carver. He sadly passed away in 2019. His three sons, Joey, Bobby, and Charlie, still all make decoys as well in the Havre de Grace area. And I worked for Harry for about 5 years before going on my own. And ever since then, the rest has basically been history. I served on the board of directors for a little while with the Havre de Grace Decoy Museum. I've done tons of projects and things for teaching, kids and adults the history on carving and especially the upper bay style of gunning rigs and gunning decoys. Yeah, if someone's interested in carving, best way to start is, of course, nowadays it's YouTube. You can find a couple things. I'm on YouTube with some videos on carving heads, how to get out the patterns or make your own patterns. You can go to shows like this and just talk to the different carvers. I have no problem giving away tips or tricks of the trade to get someone started, because unfortunately this is an art that's slowly dying. No one wants to sit around. If they're going to do it, they're going to do it with a machine. Granted, yes, my bodies are machine turned, but everything else I do after that machine is all hand done. Everything all the way up to painting them. So yeah, best thing to do is just have a block of wood. If you got a little carving knife or a whittling knife, that's the best way. And then basically just take everything away from it that doesn't look like a duck. All right, for more information on me or for carving, you can find me on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and or Facebook at Blanchett Decoys.
Okay, I'm Jay Mulvey from Ocean City, New Jersey. About a year ago I started making duck calls in memory of my two golden retrievers, Cody and Kai. I call them Cody Kai calls, and I like to make wood because they're good looking, and I do it just in memory of those two dogs.
My name is J.P. Hand. I'm a native and resident of Cape May County at the very southern end of our state. I'm a professional decoy maker. I've been carving wooden duck decoys for hunters and folk art collectors for over half a century. And I taught myself to carve initially for about 3 or 4 years, and then I met two local legends from this area, the late great Hurley Conklin of Manahawkin, New Jersey, and Harry Schwartz III of Ocean City, New Jersey. And like my peers, I'm still having fun. When I go out to work in the morning, it's fun. Not many people can say that, over decades of work, it isn't tiring. But this is a real rich tradition here in South Jersey, decoy making. No one knows exactly when European settlers started making hollow wooden, or solid wooden decoys for that matter, wooden decoys out of the local Atlantic white cedar to attract wildfowl into a gunner's range. And there's, again, as I said, they're still used by hunters, but they're also used, they're considered folk art, collectible folk art. The difference between decoys in the Chesapeake Bay area or here in South Jersey and any other area on the East Coast where decoys are made traditionally, they all have a regional style. And knowledgeable collectors can tell where a decoy is made just at a glance. And many times they can tell who made it if it's a known maker with a body of work, that can be compared. So it's a lot of fun. And it's amazing how they travel. You'll see Virginia decoys show up in the east end of Long Island. You'll see New Jersey decoys all the way to, the coast down to Florida. And but it's real traditional, not just the style, but the way they're made, the tools used.
What's that?
These are show judge pins from over the years. I've judged this contest at this Ocean County Tuckerton DECOY Show for over 35 years. I've attended it for 40-some years. I sell a lot of my work through the modern medium of Instagram. And if you look at under JP_Hand_Cape May, you can see my work and contact me that way.
Hello, my name is Hugh Prybell. I'm owner and head beekeeper for Birds and Bees Farm here in New Jersey. All right, so we have customers in various parts of New Jersey, but we also have many customers in Pennsylvania over the Delaware River. The types of nectar sources in Pennsylvania are very similar to New Jersey, so that still is truly local honey. The same tulip poplar trees, locust trees, maple trees, and you generally want to eat a local honey which has the same pollens that's in your area. It gets those pollens into your body that your body can then not react so difficultly with for allergy symptoms. We have hundreds of customers every year who start looking for our spring honey, which has the pollens from those trees. They start eating that in December, January, in preparation for the allergy spring season. Same thing with late summer or fall honey. Although ragweed is the main culprit for fall allergies, we see a lot of goldenrod, a lot of asters. It's a whole different type of honey and different pollens that are affecting people in the fall than in the spring. Be very careful where you're buying your honey from. Typically the big box stores are buying it from commercial operations that may or may not have legitimate honey. It could be sourced possibly from China or other countries where it might be adulterated. Know your farmer, know where your food is coming from. Our honey is not filtered, it's not pasteurized, it's got all the local pollens. All this is particles of pollen and wax that's still in the honey that it will granulate, it will provide you with a lot more vitamins, minerals, and enzymes than you would have with store-bought honey, which is typically ultra-filtered and then pasteurized or heat-treated. If you're interested in talking about bees or honey, you're welcome to call Birds and Bees Farm. We're based in Columbus, New Jersey.
The old-time Barnegat Bay Decoy and Gunning Show has been held since 1983, and for more information about it, you can contact oceancountyparks.org, our website. or come to any one of the Ocean County parks. We have a parks newsletter you could take that lists all of our events, including the DECOY Show.